Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, take it away.
Blazers coach Terry Stotts had previous head coaching stints in Atlanta and Milwaukee, but it was as an assistant coach in Dallas, where he helped win the 2011 title, that he rejuvenated his career. Stotts wasn't sure he'd get another coaching opportunity, but after that, he said the stars aligned. Kevin, he's now in year 8 as head coach in Portland.
The players love him. Thank you, David. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Thursday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony Tolliver out there with Hazonia. And it's Whiteside in at the center. And for San Antonio, it's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Walker in at the 2 guard. I like this tonight, Smitty. We have veteran leadership on both teams. When you were a rookie in the NBA, who was your mentor?
You know, Kevin, this is going to surprise you because everybody looks at guys kind of on the court. My mentor was Manute Bol.
Really?
I played nothing like Manute Bol, but I would tell you, Kevin, he was my mentor. He would grab me by the ear and twist it and tell me what I needed to do as far as a leadership standpoint.
I never would have guessed him, Smitty, never.
Kevin, I walked in with some shorts and a polo shirt in Miami. He grabbed my ear and said, "That's not professional. You better wear a suit." I'm like, Manute, is 90 degrees. I had to wear a suit every game.
I like that story. And San Antonio has possession. Portland making their last shot. Takes the 13-footer. A rebound by Hazonia. To the middle. Tolliver with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scorers.
Now here's Murray. Passes it to Walker. Stolen. From 10 feet out. The second effort. Rebounded by the Spurs. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And look at what they did in the fourth quarter. Just totally out of sync and lacking in intensity. And that turned into that huge comeback. And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young. He still has a very bright future.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And up around 82% as a team a season ago. So they know how to make the most of those opportunities.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And Murray winning second team all-defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star.
Second free throw, no good.
I can't wait to see Murray reach his full potential. Reason why? Because he has a lot of it.
Connects from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Pirtle. Outside, DeRozan. Rocket 6. Here's Aldridge. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
DeMar's a magnet for defensive attention. You see the overreaction leading to a wide open man.
Here's McCollum. The shot missing. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
Both teams will be fighting hard in all these games. They can't split this series.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. No good on the three. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for San Antonio. They trail by 3. They get it again. Aldridge, good. Aldridge has got his second basket of the night.
LaMarcus does this well, getting into the mix and creating buckets off the offensive rebounds.
Hazonia kicks to Lillard. Here's the 3. A rebound by the Spurs.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Walker against McCollum. Pass to DeRozan. Over Hazonia. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Just 4 to shoot. And stolen by Hazonia. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And finish off by Hazonia.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Yeah, he's a one-man show in transition. Impressive play, taking it right to the rim.
Now here's Murray. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. And stolen by Lillard. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And they're able to recover. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Good activity from Whiteside. Aggressive move, draws contact, going to the line.
And looking at the numbers for Whiteside the last few years, Greg, it seems like his production has come back down a bit.
And for a minute, Whiteside looked like he could be a dominant center, but he struggled since his great 2017 season. Shot selection has been hurting, and sometimes it feels like he is in his own way as a player.
That free throw, no good.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
No luck that time either. Hey, Smitty, for rookies being given a lot of responsibility early in a season, early in their career, do you think it helps their growth, or does it run the risk of hurting their confidence early?
You know, I think it helps them, but I think those type of rookies that you give so much and put on their plate, you still have to have some veterans around them.
Because there are going to be problems, aren't there? You know, early on.
It's always going to be adversity throughout the season. If you have a championship caliber team, there's going to be some ups and downs.
Here's Lillard, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
All that length, all just able to close airspace quickly.
Murray with it, now defended by McCollum. Murray, good. For Portland, they won their last contest, that game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Aldridge against Lillard from past the arc. Rebound by Murray.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Now the pass to Whiteside. Shoots over Pirtle, and it's Whiteside. That time on the assist by Tolliver. Now Walker. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Murray against Lillard. Here's DeRozan, and the basket good. A bank shot that time.
That's his bread and butter. DeRozan has made a living with the mid-range jumper.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum, and DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for San Antonio. Gay comes in for Jakob Poeltl, and Damari Carroll subbed in for Walker. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Goods checked in for Anthony Tolliver. Whiteside finds Hood. Lillard with it. He's covered by Gay. 6 to shoot. The high post shot, and the shot goes down. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
A natural scorer. Give McCollum any room to get his shot off, and he's going to let it fly.
McCollum against DeRozan. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Now, here's Lillard. He's coming off a 31-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And he was also a big factor for them defensively. I think he tallied 4 blocks in the game.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
The question is, do you leave him in? Obviously, you don't want him to pick up a third foul this early.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeRozan. And Derek White subbed in for DeJounte Murray. Portland also making some changes. Pau Gasol is checked in for Whiteside. Collins comes in for Mario Hezonja. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Damian Lillard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Aldridge. White looking around. Gay lays it in without an inch of room around him.
The arms of Gay go on forever, which is what makes him a big-time threat to score inside.
McCollum outside. Over Aldridge. They get it back. Gasol's shot is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Nice move by Gasol. When playing with energy, he's tough to keep off the glass.
Gay outside. Just 3 to shoot. No good with the elbow jumper.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Bazemore misses.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
The Spurs with the league's longest active playoff streak, 22 years and running, not to mention 5 titles in that span. No wonder the Spurs are viewed as the league's model franchise.
Now here's White. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
The wily vet, Gasol sniffing out plays on the defensive end.
McCollum kicks to Collins. Over Gay. Shot by Collins, no good. Well, Steve, the Spurs are so well run. If they played in a top 5 market, they might be the most popular team in the NBA by now.
You know what, Kevin? They probably would, but this is the way this organization likes it. They like to be quiet and under the radar. They like to sustain success, and they like to build a great culture. At the same time, the small market is really a part of their culture.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
Savvy assist by the veteran Aldridge, sees the missed defensive rotation and takes advantage.
Feeds to McCollum. He's off on that one. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Outside White. Rejected by Gasol.
And for his career among active players, Pau Gasol top 3 in block shots.
Hood, the pass to Gasol. Then Gasol with the dunk.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Passes it to Aldridge. Dishes to Bellinelli. Shoots over Bazemore. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. And Collins has got the ball here for Portland. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
But hey, a win is a win. Sometimes you're not going to play your best, so you have to just gut it out, right?
Here's White. The Blazers getting the bucket. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Injuries pressing Derek White into a much bigger role in year 2. Yeah, but you know what, Smitty? He rose to the occasion.
You know, I love him. He has great size at 6'4" for a point guard. Good instincts. He can shoot. He can create. I love his versatility.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. The 29th pick in 2017 by the Spurs. Their injuries last year created an opportunity for Derek White to show Greg what he can do with steady minutes.
And White at 6'4", capable of manning either guard spot, a shooter, a playmaker, and an all-defensive team in college. He is definitely a keeper.
That one is no good. Smitty, at the defensive end, who are the best players in the league at selling a charge call?
I would say Kyle Lowry's one of my favorites. Marcus Smart, P.J. Tucker. Those are the guys that come to mind that do it well. They take charges and also they sell it.
Yeah, Tucker in particular, and I love Lowry, but Tucker's, he'll take it, and you know it hurts, but he takes it every game and multiple times a game, right? I mean, wow.
Yes, indeed.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And as the Spurs enter a new era, Patty Mills providing that carryover from their championship past.
Yes, he's taken on a big leadership role. The feisty little guard willing to speak up and teach the younger players the Spurs way of doing things.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills now with a decade in the NBA.
6'0", and that may be generous. The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down.
Mario Hezonja's checked in for the Trailblazers. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Absolutely stone cold at the line thus far.
It's McCollum on the wing. Aldridge is covering. Offensive rebound, Gasol. And he banks in the layup. Gasol's got 6.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And here's Mills for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Hezonja. His 3-pointers off the mark. Aldridge finds White. Spurs working the ball around now. Mills looking it over. Here's Carroll. Bazemore grabs the miss. Portland leading by 3. Pass to Hezonja. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
First one falls for him. And he can't hit the second. Spurs trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Out to the right wing. Outside, White. Carroll with it. That one good for 2.
Carroll being so crafty inside. You can see it right there how he shrugged off the defender.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Portland out in front, up 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the keys.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say, let's be consistent, let's play hard, let's do all of these things. And I think as competitors, as professional athletes, we're going to play hard. You're going to be competitive because we're competitors. We don't make it to this level for no reason. But I think at this level, you also have egos.
Knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second quarter. Collins is out there with Hazonia. Then it's Pau Gasol. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's McCollum in at the point. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, CJ McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. And it's Carroll with the ball for San Antonio. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Pirtle's shot is off. Trailblazers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Hazounia's shot is off. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Back to Pirtle. Kicks it to Mills. Gay outside. Pass to White. He shoots again. Pirtle trying to get open. And it's Gay getting it to go.
Yeah, despite the injuries he suffered in his career, Rudy Gay remains a pretty good athlete.
McCollum outside, pulls up on the wing. Count it. McCollum's got 7 points.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here's White. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Rudy Gay with the three. Gay's got the lead up to 3 now for the Spurs.
And that's just a good-looking shot. Gay's always had a good-looking jumper.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Steve, the number of timeouts and even fouls have dropped in recent years. Do you think that's brought a better flow to the game?
Yeah, I think so. I know we have so much stoppage in our game, especially when they go to the referee's review. If we could do something about that, but I love that they've dropped the number of timeouts to keep the flow of the game. That's what most fans want to see, just the flow of the game continue.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. DeMar DeRozan comes in for DeMar Carroll, and Walker subbed in for White. And then for the Trailblazers, Whiteside's checked in for Gasol. Tolliver comes in for Collins. And Damian Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. DeRozan, oh, that's blocked. Lillard scanning the floor. Back to Hazonia. The pass to Whiteside. Over Walker. Whiteside kicks to Hazonia. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pirtle.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Spurs leading by 3. Now here's Mills. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
Whiteside light off his feet. Plus, he can block your shot with either hand.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play.
There to blow up the play. Hassan makes the right read, defends it well.
Tolliver dishes to Whiteside. Left block shot on the way. Off the left rim and out. Spurs have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Hits it from three-point range.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Passes it to Hazania. Back to Lillard. Gay with the block.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan well. Get that shot out of here.
It's blocked. Here's Bazemore. 9-point game his last outing. Pass to Hazania. And here's Whiteside. Covered by Mills. To end the cold streak. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Hassan Whiteside.
The interior, this is where you want to get Whiteside the basketball.
Now, here's DeRozan. 17 points for him last game against Washington.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Fantastic defense there, but he somehow still got the fadeaway jumper to go.
Lillard outside. And they call an illegal screen here.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Hassan Whiteside. He had a strong showing last season. 7th in blocks, 9th in rebounding, and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
Great anticipation and timing. That's how he ended up a top 10 shot blocker. Now, here's Walker. Pass to DeRozan. Looking to end his cold spell. Here's Pirtle. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Here's Lillard. The teardrop falls in. Lillard's got his second bucket.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Pirtle kicks to Gay. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Some players never recover from a torn Achilles. Rudy Gay has come back and as good as ever. Still one of the most productive small forwards we have in the league.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. And Steve, the size and athleticism of Gay has always set him apart at that small forward position.
He's able to make something out of nothing, playing over the top most of the time of his defender. He is dangerous.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Lonnie Walker. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. That's off as well, so he misses both.
And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Steve, some classic shoe brands making a return to the NBA with updated versions. Smitty, what was your sneaker of choice back in the day?
Kevin, that's funny. I started off with the pumps, the double pumps, and then I ended up with the shell toe low top. And then now you see all the youngsters now wearing low tops. They used to tell me back in the day, low tops were not good for your ankles. But I didn't really jump that high, so I was okay.
That free throw good from Hood.
Rodney Hood has good size at 6'8". Really uses his frame well to get his shots off.
So he gets them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Murray against Lillard. Here's Gay. Outside for Murray. Pirtle controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Spurs lead by 6.
Pirtle is terrific at positioning himself for these putback jams. He's a load down there.
Lillard against Murray. Tolliver for 3. Tries again. And Pirtle sends it back. Murray the pass to Gay. That shot is off. Nice D from Lillard. To the inside, Tolliver. Good work defensively by Gay.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Got a hand on it. They get it back. Inside. San Antonio with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Now here's Bellinelli. He's guarded closely. Clock at 6. The offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback. Pirtle's got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
Hood can't get it to go.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Murray against Lillard. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Damian Lillard third.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Trailblazers trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Floats one up. San Antonio with the rebound. Murray's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Good up top. Bellinelli is covering. Left side, Hood. The pass to Whiteside. Trying to end the drought. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
It's hard to intimidate Whiteside because he's usually the guy on the end doing the intimidating.
The Trailblazers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And that one misses. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for San Antonio. Damari Carroll comes in for Rudy Gay. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Gasol's checked in. And he's good on the second. And Murray's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. They lead by 7. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
A season loss to injury for DeJounte Murray. He's eager to make up for the lost time, continuing his development.
Zach Collins checked in for Whiteside.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Murray. And the potential Smith for DeJounte Murray is evident.
He's already a tough defender. He has great size and length for the point guard position. Offense is where he has to grow.
It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Lillard.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. McCollum's checked in.
When he was drafted, Damian Lillard said he wanted to go to the Blazers with the 6th pick. The opportunity to play right away and be embraced by the city of Portland.
DeRozan and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Hood kicks to Lillard. Launches it. Carroll with the rebound. And Damian Lillard says, Greg, win or lose, he wants to stay in Portland. He keeps his residence there year-round.
And talk about his loyalty. In high school, lightly recruited. He ends up committing to Weber State. His senior year, all the big schools come calling. And Lillard kept his commitment. That shows you how he's built.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
First trip to the line for him here.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's. Greg, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point. When it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
Derek White's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. He doesn't get the second one.
You look at the skill, the shooting, the length. LaMarcus Aldridge is perfectly suited for today's game.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Murray finds Aldridge. Bellinelli against McCollum. Rejected by Gasol. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. A minute 42 left in the first half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's White.
Just doesn't seem to have it here in the second quarter.
Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Murray against Hood. Murray the pass to White. Gasol against Aldridge. And stolen by Lillard. Nice D from Aldridge.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
And here's White. 11 points for him in that last game against Washington. They could use a bucket. It's blocked.
Rodney has those long arms. He can block your shot. A tenacious defender.
.41 seconds left in the first half of the game. 2 on the clock. From deep.
Really have to respect how Hood works his tail off on the defensive end. Never giving up anything easy.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Hood. White against Hood. White the pass to Bellinelli. And here is Aldridge. Over Gasol. Aldridge can't get it to go. And it's McCollum in the corner. Sinks the triple. McCollum's got 10.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Rudy Gay, he's feeling it tonight, and he's been the driving force for San Antonio. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, it's been a grinded-out game. What have you seen from your team so far?
Well, we're competing. You know, neither team's really shooting the ball that well, but both teams are playing hard.
Energy always leads to good results. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave them a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been quite a game for Rudy Gay.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Spurs, it's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Walker in at the 2. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. Now Whiteside. Lillard with it. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. For the lead. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Trailblazers. Lillard against Murray. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, he's standing 6'11" with a 7'5" wingspan. LaMarcus Aldridge prefers playing power forward, but make no mistake, he has the size to hang with the big dogs at center.
That free throw, no good. And with his height and reach, not many that can block Aldridge's turnaround jumper.
His release on his jump shot is so high. The rainbow arc, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Whiteside kicks to McCollum. Shoots over Walker. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket. Spurs trail by 3. Murray surveying the D. Outside DeRozan. To the paint. The 10-footer. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Portland, they have shot just above 55% of the line, going 5 of 9.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
No good on the second free throw.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
DeRozan against Lillard. And Whiteside sends it back. They recover it. McCollum against Murray. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime. And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Spurs working the ball around now. Here's DeRozan. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
It's stolen by DeRozan. Out to the right wing. Now here's Murray. Hazonia defending. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Mills, he's checked in for the Spurs. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
One-on-one fast break. Here's Tolliver. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Elbow. 2.
And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Shoot 2.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And it's Mills with the ball for San Antonio. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
And it's McCollum off the drive. Now here is Aldridge. Right side to Walker. Here's Mills. Shot clock at 5. Can they get it? Here's Aldridge. Second chance shot, and it's denied. And here is Hazonia. Lillard outside. Passes to Whiteside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a chance to check out the stats for Mills. Some last season stats for him. Put up about 10 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And I think he can play even better. I mean, sometimes it's tough to get into a rhythm with limited minutes, but he has got to find a way.
That's the thing. You don't get to pick your minutes. You have to make the most of what you get.
Free throw, good, Whiteside. Rudy Gay's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. And a switch here also for Portland. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Hazonia. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Well, the first 9 seasons of DeMar DeRozan's career in Toronto, it had become home for him. Last season, the adversity of a trade that sent him to San Antonio.
Now McCollum, he's got 12. It's deflected. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Walker's running for the tie. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Walker. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And Smitty, a real adjustment for DeRozan, leaving behind the only NBA team he had ever known after so long.
Yeah, he's been instrumental in taking the Raptors franchise to new heights. A lot of emotions. I think he understands he's going to grow from that experience.
Now here's Walker following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Here's Aldridge, and it's blocked by Whiteside. The dish to Lillard. Over Aldridge. And there's Lillard on the assist by Whiteside. And 12 points for Damian Lillard.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Walker goes in, and Whiteside sends it back.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
It's tipped.
Bazemore, an excellent shot blocker for his size. His 7-foot wingspan catches you off guard.
Pass to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. DeRozan against Bazemore. Now here's Mills. He's tightly guarded. 5 to shoot. Here's Walker. And McCollum with the block. And he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And some changes here for the Spurs. Damari Carroll comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's White for Walker. Pau Gasol is checked in for the Trailblazers. Rodney Hood comes in for McCollum. Lillard with it. 12 points for him. Whiteside dishes to Hood. Lillard outside. 5 on the clock. They get it back. Whiteside lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Whiteside's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers. San Antonio calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
The Spurs making a switch here. Bellinelli's checked in.
And checking out the stats for Aldridge. Last season, he played outstanding. 18th in rebounding, 18th in blocks, and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And like you said, one of the better rebounders in the league last season. He displayed a tireless work ethic that I think really rubbed off on the team. Here's Lillard after Rudy Gay's bucket. Whiteside kicks to Gasol. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
You know, throughout his great career, Gasol has always been a frequent flyer at the free throw line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
As Gasol continues to work on his shooting range, guess what? His free throw percentage has been creeping up as well. Probably not a coincidence.
And he's good on the second. Spurs trail by 5. Outside, White. An easy 2 points on the layup. White's got his first 2 points of the night.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And Whiteside with the basket on the assist by Lillard. 10 points for Hassan Whiteside.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Pass to Bellinelli. Gasol with the steal. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you.
The smooth lefty stroke of Kent Bazemore. He can hurt you from out there.
There's the pass to Carroll. Now here's Bellinelli. He's covered by Bazemore. The feed to Gay. They need this. He lays it in. Gay's got 4 this quarter.
And this is what you pay him to do. Gay's a volume scorer who's having a big night.
Here's Lillard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Italian Marco Bellinelli, one of the league's best sharpshooters, and Greg very comfortable shooting on the move.
He always seems to be floating one way or the other on his shot. It wouldn't work for most shooters, but he uses it to evade the D.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Lillard. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for San Antonio. Collins checked in for the Trailblazers. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. Spurs trail by 10. Outside, White. Passes it to Carroll. Gasol against Aldridge. Aldridge double teamed. Pass to White. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Lillard, and another basket for San Antonio.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
San Antonio with the rebound. 1:56 left in the third quarter. Pass to Aldridge. Murray outside. Aldridge against Lillard. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, but they'll get another chance. Portland grabs the miss. Gasol's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The open shot, Lillard lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Lillard's got the lead up to 10 now for Portland.
That's what you get from a vet like Bazemore, making the next pass.
Aldridge taking his time here. Here's Gay. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14. Portland leading by 8. And there's the pass to Gasol. Hood with it, picked up by Aldridge. Hood drives in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
Rodney Hood does a nice job of drawing contact and working himself to the line.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Hezonja's checked in. So we can't get either to fall. Spurs trail by 8. Murray outside. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. Good, nice job down low. Murray's got 9 points.
I just love this kid's fearlessness. Goes right at him, draws contact. It doesn't matter to him.
And stolen by Murray. Here's the break. And it's sent back by Lillard. Nice break. Here come the Trailblazers. Then Gasol with the dunk.
See, what I like about this play, Pau Gasol makes a big effort to get up court. Then he gets rewarded for the effort.
Now here's Gay. Over Collins. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Trailblazers lead by 8. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. 8-point game. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Lillard and Hood work together in the backcourt. Pau Gasol is out there with Anthony Tolliver. And it's Hezonja in at the 3, the small forward.
Love the razor-sharp focus. Poeltl bouncing off contact and finishing well.
Lillard the pass to Gasol. Here is Tolliver. Here's Hood. Gasol trying to free himself up. Hood gets the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 8. The Spurs shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Murray left side, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And some changes here for the Spurs. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Gay. And Walker subbed in for White. It's Carroll on the wing. Covered by Hood. Rejected by Gasol. They retain possession. Shot clock at 2. Murray, no good.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
Lasagna, he can't get that one to fall. Nice D from DeRozan.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Looking to get it going. Rejected by Gasol. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Walker. And McCollum with the block. Here's Lillard. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And now a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's DeRozan, and he makes good on the layup.
Nice little dribble move there from DeRozan to open up space for the shot.
Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. That's a 2 from Lillard, and again it's Portland converting.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And that's 10 points for Jakob Poeltl.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Cullen passes to Gasol. And Poeltl sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Poeltl. Wonderful timing right there.
Outside, Walker. He kicks it to Carroll. Outside, DeRozan. He's looking for Poeltl and finds him. That one does not go. It puts him at 5 for 9 from the field. Fires at the elbow. That's good on the jump shot. McCollum's got the lead up to 10 now for Portland.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
No good on that one. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Whiteside's checked in. Second free throw, no good. Portland leading by 10. Here's Lasagna. Offensive rebound. Whiteside, good.
The activity of Whiteside, if he plays with consistent energy, the sky's the limit.
And DeRozan, here we go. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And he can't get the first one. Well, a lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Kevin, I haven't, but I've bought a lot of pair for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that are going into shoes right now.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. They'll be off to Oklahoma City for a meeting with the Thunder after this one. And that's game 4 of 4 out on the road for him. Lillard outside. Here's Azania. Three-pointer. And that's good. Damian Lillard for 3. Lillard's got 16 here in the second half.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Walker, bounce pass. Here's DeRozan. San Antonio again missing.
But the effort's been there for him, just not getting the results.
Stolen by Walker. And here comes the break. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Tolliver's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Whiteside, good.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
Now here's Murray. Pirtle, no one around him. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. McCollum against Walker. McCollum kicks to Azania. Out to the wing. Carroll against McCollum. Passes it to Lillard. Fires the 3. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And here is Murray. Back to DeRozan. Over McCollum. And it's DeRozan missing. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run here. Fires for 3. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got his 3rd assist on the night. Spurs trail by 19. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
He deserves a lot of credit, but the D they played on him deserves a little bit of the blame as well. Even when he got hot, they didn't do enough, I don't think, to try and cool him off. And they've been passive when they've needed to be aggressive. And boy, did he make them pay.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. There's Walker with the 3. The shot, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat guard from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
And the first one drops.
So tough to guard. DeRozan with the strength, the near 40-inch vertical, and he loves to challenge you.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit, getting to the foul line here in the second half.
Walker against McCollum.
Hey, CJ.
Pass to Whiteside. And Pirtle sends it back. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Spurs on defense. Lillard the pass to Tolliver. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Walker. Steve, how do you feel about the top college players getting some sort of compensation for their work?
You know, I don't know about top college players, Kevin. I think if you're going to do it, it has to be all college players because it's a team. And I think if you look at it, some of the ways I would love to see it, if those guys can get health insurance benefits, if they can get a longer time to finish their education. I love that type of compensation.
And now, here's Hazonia, guarded by Walker. Here's Whiteside. Now DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
That move from DeMar DeRozan was nasty. Great play.
Free throw is off from DeRozan. Trailblazers leading by 17. Feeds it to Lillard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lillard's got 9 points in the quarter.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Here's Murray. And McCollum with the block. He dishes it to Lillard.
Screen coming.
Now the pass to Hazonia. From the corner. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the Trailblazers lead by 21. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Spurs. Pass to Murray. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. You know, Smitty, the NBA more active now in developing players before they enter the NBA. Not just the fundamentals, but the values of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. The league has been taking a hands-on approach. There's nothing wrong with teaching the next generation life lessons about the sport and through the sport.
He misses the free throw. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Pirtle against Whiteside.
You know, fouling Whiteside in there used to be a good strategy. Not anymore. He's improved his free throw shooting quite a bit.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. He's off on the second. Smitty, for players, social media can build their brands and they can engage their fans, but there are some downsides.
Yes, it is, Kevin. I mean, it's a fantastic tool, like you said, for endorsement and bringing those fans into your home or into your life. But the downside, people can see some things they don't want to see, and also you can regret posting a lot of things.
I think, yeah, sometimes people do regret hitting that send button. So, yeah, they got to be careful. You're right. Now, here's Lillard. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Here is Whiteside. Out left to the wing. Lets it go. And there's Lillard on the assist by Tolliver. Tolliver's got 3 assists tonight. San Antonio's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And DeRozan, here we go. And that one drops. DeRozan's got 8 here in the quarter.
Quick first step. This is why it's hard to stay in front of DeMar DeRozan.
Pass to Whiteside. Down low. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Smitty, with players like Curry and Lillard taking such high difficulty shots from deep, deep range. I mean, these are just amazing. Some have said that it's hurting the game and that kids will try to emulate it. What do you think about that?
You know, Kevin, I think it is to some point, and to this point where so many kids now at a younger age are shooting the 3 ball from so deep. I would love for a lot of these guys to be able to show the work they put in, and then those kids try to emulate that.
Now here's Murray. It's hauled in by Tolliver. Tolliver's Trailblazers leading by 21. Lillard outside. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Get on Aldridge.
Dishes it to Walker. And stolen by Hezonja.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Trailblazers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important. Here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Damian Lillard.
Boy, it was amazing the level of chaos he caused. Challenging ball handlers, getting into passing lanes, racking up a number of steals that helped demoralize his opponent.
Yeah, and you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Simons surveying the D. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Misses off the right iron. On offense, here are the Spurs. Pass to Medu. Mills with it. Here's Medu. Just 5 to shoot. Wiles kicks to Bellinelli. And here's Mills from the arc. And it's Portland with the rebound. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Now here's Labissiere, covered by Mills. Labissiere with the ball. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.